Welcome, everyone. Let's dive into Peter Diamandis' thoughts on aging and longevity. He's putting out a message that staying young isn't about magic pills, but about combining the best of technology and lifestyle.
Yeah, right. It's that idea of longevity escape velocity. Basically, science is extending our lifespan faster than time itself, isn't it?
Exactly. It's like for every year we live, the breakthroughs are adding an extra fraction of a year to our lives. And soon, that extension rate might even surpass a full year per year.
Fascinating stuff. And he really emphasizes that these changes aren't only for the wealthy, correct? Even though there are some pricey supplements and advanced tests on the horizon.
Yeah, right. He points out that the fundamental things, like a proper diet, which means cutting down on sugar, getting quality sleep, and regular exercise, are free and essential.
Yeah, totally. But wouldn't you say there's a bit of irony in his optimistic view? I mean, he's envisioning a future of abundance, yet he acknowledges that systemic imbalances persist, like how the bottom half of households have less than 4% of the wealth in places like the US.
Absolutely, that's a valid critique. I mean, on one hand, these life extending advancements sound wonderful, but on the other, the economic realities are pretty stark. However, Diamandis argues that the baseline lifestyle upgrades, healthy habits, are accessible to everyone.
True point. It's interesting how he layers his approach. First, you adopt the free everyday habits like diet and sleep. Then you move into the paid arena with supplements and high end testing. And finally, you get into cutting edge areas like epigenetic reprogramming. Is that right?
Yes, exactly. It's like a staircase to longevity. At the top of that staircase, the idea is to reprogram your epigenome, our DNA software, to essentially turn back the clock.
Right. And his investment in the X Prize competitions really underlines that approach, isn't it? Putting millions up to drive research that aims to reverse aging, especially cognitive, immune, and muscle functions.
Yeah, it's like setting up a massive globally scaled experiment where 620 teams compete to show real measurable reversal in aging markers, especially in folks aged 60 to 80.
Exactly. And how does that compare with what Brian Johnson is doing? I know Diamandis mentioned they take very different routes.
Oh, definitely. Diamandis mentions that while Brian focuses on what he calls N of one experimentation, intensely personal data tracking and lifestyle tweaks, he is, well, championing a large-scale, scientifically robust competition model via X Prize.
Right, I get that. Do you think one approach holds more promise than the other?
I'd say they're complementary. Brian's method is more individualistic, which can be humbly innovative for personal optimization, but Diamandis's competition, with its statistically backed, diverse experiments, might eventually set a new global standard in longevity research.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's a sort of race against aging that feels both personal and at the same time a global scientific challenge.
Exactly. And his call to avoid dying from something stupid is almost a rallying cry, reminding everyone that we all have the responsibility to invest in our health every single day.
Absolutely. What a thought provoking perspective. It truly bridges high tech innovation with everyday life.
Yep, and it leaves us with a lot to chew on. Because if we all make small changes today, we might just be on the edge of a future where aging is no longer a given.
Right on. Thanks for breaking that down. It's inspiring and a little humbling too.
Anytime, cheers to a future where we all live a little longer and a lot better.